Hello everyone and welcome to Kiru's online lectures. I am Kirat Jamtani and today's topic is Conic sections part 4. In part 1 we studied introduction and about circle. In part 2 we studied about ellipse. In part 3 we studied about parabola. Now in part 4 we are going to study about hyperbola. Now what is hyperbola? So hyperbola is the set of all points in a plane, the difference of whose distances from two fixed points in the plane is constant. Like this is f1 and this is f2. So p1 f1 and p1 f2, the difference of this will be equal to p2 f1 and p2 f2. Similarly p3 f1 minus p3 f2. So the difference of these distances is constant, and these two fixed points, they are known as foci. The midpoint of the line segment which joins foci is called center of the hyperbola. Next is the line through the foci. This is a line through foci. So this line is called transverse axis, and the line through the center which is perpendicular to this transverse axis is conjugate axis, and the point at which this hyperbola intersects transverse axis is vertex. Now this vertex is indicated by a comma 0, and since it is in negative x axis, so it is minus a comma 0. This vertex will be a comma 0. Foci is indicated by minus c comma 0 because transverse axis is on the x axis. Because foci on the x axis, therefore it is minus c comma 0. This foci will be c comma 0. So, and the length of the conjugate axis is basically given by, length of transverse axis is given by 2a. The length of conjugate axis is given by 2b. So the relation between B, C and A is B is equals to square root of C square minus A square. Now the standard equation of hyperbola is when foci is on the x axis, so the equation becomes x square upon A square minus y square upon B square equals 1. But when foci is on the y axis, so equation becomes y square upon A square minus x square upon b square. Now when we talk about eccentricity, which is indicated by E, so just like an ellipse, eccentricity is the ratio of c by a, which is called eccentricity of hyperbola, and since over here c is greater or equals to a, thus we can say eccentricity is never less than 1. In terms of eccentricity, the foci are at a distance of AE from the center, that is C is equals to AE. Thus we say foci are at the distance of AE from the center. Coming on to lattice rectum. Now what is lattice rectum? It is the line segment which is perpendicular to the transverse axis through any of the foci whose endpoints lie on the hyperbola. So this lattice rectum, just like ellipse, it is also given by formula 2b square upon a. Now coming on to the question part. So the first question is, we have to find the coordinate of foci and the vertices, the eccentricity, length of lattice rectum of hyperbola. Equation is given x square upon 9 minus y square upon 16 equals 1. So the equation is x square by 9 minus y square by 16. Comparing this equation with the standard equation of hyperbola, which is x square by a square minus y square by b square equals 1. Thus the value of a will be 3 and the value of b is 4. So then taking out the value of c is equals to square root of a square plus b square. Thus we will get 9 plus 16, which is square root of 25, which is 5. So now we have to calculate the foci. So the foci will be at a distance of plus minus 5 comma 0. Then we have to calculate vertices. Vertices is plus minus a comma 0. So plus minus a is 3 comma 0. So this is vertices and this is foci. Then we have to find eccentricity. Eccentricity is given by c by a. So c is 5, a is 3. So eccentricity is 5 by 3. Length of lattice rectum is given by 2b square by a, which is 2 into 16 upon a is 3. Thus the answer is 32 by 3. Next question, find the coordinate of the foci and the vertices, the eccentricity, length of lattice rectum of the hyperbola, and the equation is y square minus 16x square equals 1. So now we have to convert this equation in the form of y square upon b square, y square upon a square minus x square upon b square equals 1. So converting this equation in the form of, so here we will be dividing each term by 16. So this is over here 16. So dividing each term by 16. So we will get y square by 16 minus x square by 1 equals 1. So on comparing this equation by y square by a square minus x square by b square equals 1. So thus the value of a is coming out to be 4. The value of b is coming out to be 1. So c will be square root of a square plus b square, which is 16 plus 1, that is root 17. So the coordinate of foci will be, since over here foci is lying on the y axis, so foci will be 0 comma plus minus square root of 17. Vertices will be 0 comma plus minus 4. Eccentricity is given by formula c by a. So c is square root of 17 upon a is 4, and length of lattice rectum is given by 2b square by a square. So 2b square by a, sorry. So 2 into b square is 1 upon a square is 16. So answer will be 1 by 8. Next question is, we have to find the equation of hyperbola with foci 0 comma 3 and vertices 0 comma square root of 11 by 2. Now since over here, if we can see, since foci is lying on the y axis, so foci is 0 comma plus minus 3 and vertices is 0 comma plus minus square root of 11 by 2. So c is given to us, which is 3, and a is given to us, which is square root of 11 by 2. We will calculate b by formula b square equals c square minus a square. So b, c square is 9 minus 11 by 4, which will come out to be 25 by 4. This is b square. Now since foci is on the y axis, so therefore equation will become y square upon a square, which is 11 by 4, minus x square upon b square, which is 25 by 4, that is equals to 1. So the equation is 4y square minus 4x square, 4y square upon 11 minus 4x square by 25 equals 1. Taking LCM, so when we will take LCM and we will solve it, so we will get 100 y square minus 44x square equals 275. So this is required equation of hyperbola whose foci and vertices are given. Next question is, we have to find equation of hyperbola with foci 0 comma 12 and length of lattice rectum is 36. So foci is again lying on y axis, so 0 comma plus minus 12, that is c is equals to 12. Length of lattice rectum, so lattice rectum is given by 2b square upon a, which is 36. So 2b square is equals to 36a, thus b square is 18a. Now we know the relationship between c square, a square and b square. So c square is equals to a square plus b square. C square is 12 square, which is 144. A square, and in place of b square we will write 18a. Thus we have got over here quadratic equation. So on solving this quadratic equation, we will get the values of a. So the value of a will be minus 24 and 6. So thus we will take a as 6, and when we are taking a as 6, so b square will be 18 into 6. Thus the value of b square will be 108. Now since foci is lying on the y axis, so equation will be y square upon a square, which is 6 square, that is 36, minus x square upon b square, which is 108, that is equals to 1. Thus on further solving it, we will get 3y square minus x square equals 108. So in today's video we studied about hyperbola, the concepts related to hyperbola and the questions related to the same concept. Hope you guys are finding videos helpful. So do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.